All right, here we go. I'm gonna explain. I thought I'd spoke as well because it looks pretty cool. I'm gonna explain the meaning of my round 14 tattoo that was done by the amazing Kevin Strong at Firehouse Tattoos in Crestwood. I'll show it to you again. Right there. Now the meaning behind it, there's a double meaning, okay? The first meaning, round 14, if you don't know, I'm a Rocky aficionado, an expert, some might say. Dramatic pause. Round 14 in the original Rocky, which came out in 1976, to me, being the Rocky expert that I am, round 14 is the most pivotal scene or part of that fight against Apollo Creed in the whole entire Rocky saga. Okay, round 14, and I'll paint the picture for you. During the fight, like I said, I won't explain the whole movie Rocky, but he was given a chance by the heavyweight champion of the world, and Rocky was a nobody in the original one, and he was given this chance to fight the champ, some local from Philadelphia, 1 in a million shot. Anyways, so round 14, Rocky knocks him out in the first round, surprise, surprise, and then it becomes a fight starting in Rocky 2 or in round 2, moving forward, and then we get to round 14. Okay, round 14 is, Rocky's just been beat to hell by Apollo Creed, both of them back and forth. And round 14, Rocky, Adrian's in the back. Like I said, I won't explain the whole saga, but Adrian, his girlfriend, is in the back. She can't even be in the arena watching this, just because she just probably figures like Rocky's not going to make it through this. Anyways, so round 14 starts, and Rocky, it gets towards the end of the round, and Rocky gets knocked down by Apollo Creed. Now, when he gets knocked down, his manager, his trainer, Mickey, he's like, stay down, stay down. But before this fight even happened, Rocky had this monologue to Adrian where he's like, I just want to go the distance. He almost doesn't even care about winning this fight. He wants to, but he's not worried about winning. He just wants to go the distance with the heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed. Now, he gets knocked down, and by this time in the scene, Adrian has come out of the back locker room area, and she's watching this from like a doorway, and she sees her boyfriend, her love, get knocked down. So she has her head down, she's just like, oh, I can't believe this. Mickey's telling him to stay down, because it's over. Rocky, he gets up after a count of like 7 or 8. He gets up, the ref's like, you okay? And he's like, yeah. And then Rocky, in the corner, remember, he's a southpaw, just like for you people who don't know what that means. He fights with his left hand predominantly. And he gets up, and then Apollo, if you don't know boxing, when you knock somebody down, you go to the opposite corner. Apollo's in his corner, Rocky gets knocked down in his corner. He gets up, tells the ref he's okay, and then basically Rocky looks over at Apollo, and he's like, come on. Like, he basically is like saying, come on. Apollo shakes his head in disbelief, and he goes over, he throws a couple punches to Rocky, he misses, and then Rocky hits him 2 to 3 times, I think it's 3, in the ribs and everything like that, Apollo, and basically breaks, Apollo's ribs in the round 14. Round ends, we go to round 15, back and forth, back and forth. Rocky gets the edge towards the end. The bell rings, fight's over. Split decision. Apollo ends up winning. I know I'm ruining the movie if you've never seen the original Rocky, but Apollo wins that fight. And then the fight's over. Rocky's calling for Adrian. She runs from the locker room area to the ring. Paulie, her brother, lets her in the ring. They come together. They say their love to each other, and the movie ends. So you're going, why a round 14 tattoo? Here's what this means to me. There's two reasons, or there's two meanings behind this tattoo. To me, round 14, like I said, is the most pivotal couple minutes in the entire 6 Rocky movies. I'm not counting the Creed movies, the Rocky movies. And why I think it's the most pivotal is that in this scene, Rocky, he's been fighting his whole adult life. He gets this chance, and his goal, like I said, his goal is just to make it he wants to go the distance with Creed. He obviously he does that. He finished the fight. He loses, but that's not even what the meaning of the whole movie was all about. Rocky, in that scene, round 14, is everybody he loves is in that arena. Adrian, he gets closer with Mickey, his manager, trainer, and then Paulie's there, even though Paulie's a pain in the ass, but that's another story. But but everybody in Rocky's world sees him reach his goal, and so what the round 14 tattoo is to me, besides that's my favorite movie of all time is Rocky, round 14 is never giving up on your goals, and just being just basically striving to do your best when given those opportunities. So that's the first part of that tattoo, or the meaning behind that. The second part of this the meaning of this tattoo is in Rocky 5. Okay, we'll fast forward to Rocky 5. Rocky, there's a scene in the movie. It's probably one of the best scenes in the whole saga, even though everybody ranks Rocky 5 as the worst of the 6, and it is. But dramatic pause. Yeah, let me light up again. No editing. Rocky 5, okay, there's a scene in the movie where Mickey's dead. He dies in Rocky 3. I'm ruining the saga for a lot of you. Mickey, his trainer, died in Rocky 3. So he goes to the old gym where he used to train. It was Mickey's gym. And it's dilapidated. It's just, it's no longer in use. Has been used for years. So Rocky walks in, and as he looks, there's the ring where he did all his training with Mickey and everything like that for years. And there's a boxing glove on the ground. And Rocky picks up the glove, and he's not fighting anymore. In Rocky 5, he's no longer a professional fighter. He picks up there's a glove on the ground, puts it on his hand, and just starts doing some punches, and then it shows a scene where he looks towards the ring, and it's a flashback sequence to when he was training for the first Apollo fight in the original Rocky. And it has Mickey in there, and then Rocky, it's supposed to be Rocky when he was younger, obviously, and Mickey's talking to him, and they're, it's a training session, and then Rocky, he finishes it, he starts doing his thing, and then Mickey's time, and then they come together, and Mickey is talking to Rocky, and he's basically saying how much Rocky means to him, and how this fight with Apollo, this upcoming fight with Apollo, how it keeps Mickey alive, because Mickey's an old man at this already in the original Rocky, he's an old man, and so he has this whole monologue to Rocky, like, you know, you keep me motivated to keep going on, and I want to see you do good and everything like that. And then, like, he gives he takes off this necklace, and on the end of it is a little boxing glove. And what it was a cufflink given to Mickey when he was younger by the great fighter Rocky Marciano. And so he talks about this cufflink, and Mickey's like, you know, this is the greatest thing I have on this earth, and I'm giving it to you. So he gives it to Rocky, and Rocky, he's like, oh, you know, like, and he's like, no, you don't have to do anything, and like, and Mickey's like, no, I'm giving this to you, and he goes, I want you to, when you look at this boxing glove, you know, and everything like that, you want to, it's to symbolize, he says to Rocky, that this is an angel on your shoulder. So if you ever get hurt and you're feeling down, just remember this angel on your shoulder, you know, is basically saying, get up, you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you. So that being said, and you can look at these, like, you could watch Round 14 on YouTube, you could watch the Rocky 5 Mickey motivational speech on YouTube. I've probably watched that scene at least 30 to 40 times in my life, just that scene alone. But like, in Rocky, the original Rocky, I've probably seen that movie at least 100 times. And so basically the double meaning is, don't give up on your goals. You know, fight for what means a lot to you. You know, just basically, you know, do that, you know. And then also why I put it on the shoulder is the angel on my shoulders is my mom and dad. And every day I look up to the sky and I thank them for looking out for myself, my kids, some other people. And basically, they're the two angels on my shoulder looking over me. So that's why I got the Round 14 tattoo. That's the explanation. This is me looking cool smoking. Have a happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you. Watch to the end. And it's going to be over in 2, 1.